In this video, I will be going over how to create tabs in Flutter. I'll start by creating a Flutter project. I'll name it Flutter_tabs. To it, and I'll launch it in my code editor. Run it on the simulator by pressing F5, choosing Dart and Flutter, and it should run on the simulator you have running either, or you would have to choose a simulator. I'll go into my lib, my main file, and I will delete everything that is here. And I will start by creating a material app which should have a home, which should have a top tabs widget, which I'll be creating right now. So a top tab widget doesn't have to hold state, so I will keep it stateless. Top tabs. And here I will create a scaffold which will have an app bar. Create a new app bar. App bar will have a title which top tabs, title, lowercase title, this has to be a text widget. Sorry. After that, in order to place the tab bar right here below the title, I would have to provide a bottom property and then have a tab bar component which will have a widget, property, which here you would list all your widgets. I'll start simple by having a 3 icon widgets here. Icons dot here, just grab just the first icon. These 3 icons here, and in my scaffold I will have a body property which will have a tab bar view, which also would have a widget, and I'll have the same widgets here, just like this. Now, in order for the app to compile successfully, you would have to wrap your tab bars into a tab bar controller. And to simplify things, I will wrap it into a default tab bar controller, which needs something. I guess it needs length 3. I think it needs something else. Okay, it's sure what to do there. I'll wrap this scaffold into a default tab bar controller, which would have a length of 3. Okay. I'm not sure what's complaining here. Let's rerun. Yep, it ran successfully here. As you can see, you can swipe left and right to switch between tabs. I don't think it's maintainable to keep the tab bar and the tab bar views as is, and to maintain the length property. So I will create here, I will create a map, which I will create a map called tabs, and it's a map of maps. So I will have here 3 maps widgets, and I will have this here 3 times. This is the header of the tab bar, and basically, since I have the same widget for the header as well as the body, the view, I will keep it as is. I'll delete this just to give it organized. Okay, so I'll come here in the widget and I will return tabs. What did I name it? Tabs. Map tab and tab, and I will return the tab with 0, and I'll add here a to list. And this needs to be duplicated here, but for the first item, which is the point. Now it's much more maintainable, I think, and you could come here and replace the length with the tabs. Now you could as easily come here and replace these widgets as you want. Like for example, if you have a stateless widget which tab bar header, which for example sends a container, and leave this key needed, and this icon data, for example, and also have a text, this text, and I will add the arguments accept right here. So final string text and final icon data. Okay. Here I will return a column. A column would have an icon, which should have in icon data, and the children property. What I meant. 1 second. I will return a column here with the children property, and I would have here I would add an icon here, which icon data, which takes an icon data, and I will also add a text widget which accepts text. Now it's really easy to replace the header here with this tab bar header, this custom tab bar header, I guess. So I will come here and replace this with an icon data to take like access time, and text is access time. Okay, and I would replicate that tab bar header. I will duplicate that here with a different icon, so just nature. Okay, and I also duplicate it here one last time, and I will choose an icon, just sign in click. Okay, so I guess you need to reload that, and now you have this tab bar, this is a bit longer than expected. So I will assignment, for example, and refresh, and yeah, so yeah, I think now it's much more maintainable. You could probably add a padding around the text if you wrap this in a padding widget. Padding edge insets dot symmetrical horizontal, which like at the 4, sorry, vertical, the 4, and now you have that. You could probably customize it as much as you want.